Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to yet another edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Tonight I'm going to do a beer I've never had, which is obvious, it's from a brewery I've never had before. It's the only beer I found so far from this brewery. I'm going to try to do my best Peter the Master of Hobbits imitation. I listened to him review a lot of beers from this brewery. I know I'm going to butcher it anyway, but it's Nøgne. I don't know. I sort of sound like almost like Mork from Mork there. But this is their Imperial Stout. This beer comes in at 9% ABV. It's got 75 IBUs. From their website, we think the Russian Tsar would have liked his stout this way: a dark, rich ale in which a generous sweetness with roasted malt bitterness. Serving temp 10 degrees centigrade, 50 Fahrenheit. Great with vanilla ice cream or dark chocolate. A little blurb on the bottle. The name Nøgne means naked island, a poetic term used by Henrik Ibsen to describe any of the countless stark, barren outcroppings that are visible in the rough seas off Norway's southern coast, where the brewery sits. The founders gave Nøgne a subtitle, The Uncompromising Brewery, a plain statement of their mission to make ales of personality and individuality. Brewing in traditional styles, but thoroughly inspired by the boldness of American brewing, these Norwegian brewers fearlessly chart their own course. Now I've never had a beer from this brewery. The cap is kind of nice, and I do want to kind of save it, so I'm going to pause here while I take the cap off, make sure I save it, and then I'll be back when I get it done. Okay, I've got the cap off nicely, so let's get this in a glass and see what we've got here. The reason I'm doing an Imperial Stout tonight, it's been miserable today. It's been cold in the 50s and 60s and rainy, and this seems like a pretty good night for a good Imperial Stout. It's not going to, I think it's going to drop into the 40s tonight, and oh, that is I want to get every drop of that. Talk about your motor oil. My goodness, there isn't a bit of light through that. I got a nice 2-finger creamy brown head. I mean, this isn't beige. This isn't. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful beer. Yep, not a hint of light through that anywhere. Not even around the edges. It's got some, for a smell, it's almost got some slightly vinous qualities. I'm getting coffee, getting licorice, definitely getting chocolate. Dark fruits, almost like dried fruits. But yeah, it's chocolate. It's the black chocolate, and it's got some subtle coffee in there too. Oh, so far the appearance and the aroma are perfect for a stout. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to get a taste on this right now. Ooh, this is delicious. This is a good stout. I'm getting a little bitter coffee. I'm getting the malty sweetness. A little hint of molasses. Yeah, but then there's a good coffee bitterness in the aftertaste too, in the finish. Yeah, chocolate malt, sweetness, a little coffee bitterness. This is delicious. There's just a hint of alcohol, but at 9%, it's masked very well. This is a tasty, tasty Imperial Stout. Let me sit and drink on this a bit. Mouthfeel, yeah, it's very creamy. This is a thick beer. This is not one of your medium to light beers. This is a good, nice, heavy, thick beer. Very creamy, very smooth. Carbonation's very low. There's just enough up there to offset some of that sweetness. And I don't know how many of those 75 IBUs are left from the hops, but it's just a perfect balance between sweetness and just a little bit of bitterness. This is a darn good beer so far. I'll be back with you after a while, and this is going to be a sipper, so it's going to be a while. And let it warm up a little bit, and I'll get back with my final thoughts from grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 35, 40 minutes. This is warmed up nicely. This is a very, very nice Imperial Stout. Is it the best I've had as an Imperial Stout? No. Is it a damn good Imperial Stout? Yeah. If I could, I'd give this a 9.8. But since I don't break them down that far, and I don't think this is a 10 as an Imperial Stout, but it's damn good, this gets a 9.5. So, till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer.